Hi busy mamas, my name is Srokosz, registered holistic nutritionist and meal planning mediator, and I've got a few questions for you. Do you feel like a hamster on a runaway wheel and you have no idea how to get off? Do you want to go from mean mommy to yummy mummy? Do you want to have a little bit more control in all areas of your life? And last question, wouldn't it be awesome if you could find an extra hour a week just for you? Now I want to tell you a little bit about my backstory of what I'm about to offer for you. So when my son was born, we spent the first 129 days, which is about 4.5 months, in the hospital with him, an hour away from our house, because he had had emergency surgery 7 hours after he was born. And I thought that the most stressful part and the hardest part of having a newborn was it being in the hospital, having no control over what medical procedures went on, who he was spending his time with other than us, obviously. There were just so many things that we couldn't control. And I thought that that hardest part of having him was going to be the first 4.5 months. But I was totally surprised and taken aback when I realized it wasn't until after we got home with him, when we were by ourselves. It was like we had a newborn, but he was 4.5 months old. He also had a colostomy bag. There were so many ways that I felt completely and utterly alone, like I had no support, even though I had a loving husband, I have wonderful parents, moms, I have lovely in-laws that helps out, and I have lovely friends. But I still felt panicky. I still felt like everything was falling on me, and I was really struggling with finding my new way in this new life that I had as a new mom versus being just a professional person before who could just take care of myself. So what I did is I came up with Supper Time Sanity, which is for sale on another part of my website, and that is my introductory way of making sure that I had some sanity at supper time. I love to cook. It was my way of relaxing until having a baby and realizing that I don't get more than 5 minutes to myself. So I had to come up with a different way of being able to make healthy dinners that were good for us, that were easy on our wallets, that were quick for me to make, and that would now feed a baby that's now eating solids and has different tastes than maybe what we were used to before. So I needed extra help other than just for dinner, obviously. My life felt overwhelming. I just felt like everything was out of control, like I didn't know what I was doing, and sometimes I got to the question of, am I supposed to be a mom? Was I supposed to do this? Because it's so hard and I feel like I'm failing. So I went and got help from some of the best life balance mom experts out there who got that while there are things that I wanted to do in my life, still have a social life, still have a business, the video that you're watching right now, I also needed to incorporate being a mom and having this whole other person to take care of, not to mention keeping up on, taking care of the house and all of the other domestic duties that we have as wives as well. So after struggling for a year, Alex is 1 now, our son, and I've come to realize that I have a ton more balance in my life, and I have a lot of tips that I want to offer all of my people out there and my moms who I know are struggling as well. So what I've come up with is what's called a fresh start session. So this is really exciting. This is my first time coming back into coaching since being pregnant. Actually, during my pregnancy, I was really sick, so I took a step back. It's been almost 2 years now. So with that 2 years of wisdom, I am now offering these sessions. What they are is 90 minutes one-on-one with myself, video over Skype, which is an entirely free program, or if you're not comfortable with that, we can do it over the phone. So I can take any client from anywhere in the world. I know there's busy mamas everywhere that are struggling, just like I am and I was, still trying to find that balance. So these 90-minute sessions are one-on-one with me where I'm going to give you these following things. We're going to be giving you 3 customized recipes, 3 each of breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So customized to your family's wants and needs, so their tastes of what they like, as well as if there are any food allergies, any ongoing medical issues, or anything that needs a specialty diet. You'll get customized recipes ready to go into the meal planner that we will fill out together. You will get customized handouts and info, tips and tricks, anything that I have to pull from my bucket of help that I got and help that I've provided to my clients in the past, given to you so that you can use those handouts, have the information ready when you need it and print it out so you can use it from here going forward into eternity. You'll also get a Fresh Start action plan, because it's one thing to have a session with someone and get a whole bunch of things that you want to do, but you have no idea how you're actually going to fit these into your daily life when you're not used to doing them. So for instance, we'll talk about maybe how your daily schedule will change to incorporate some of the more healthy habits that you want to start doing to take care of yourself. Or if it's rearranging your schedule to figure out how are you going to get an hour a week to spend scrapbooking or reading a magazine or taking a nap or having a bath or whatever it is that you need to do to start taking care of yourself to feel a little bit more sane as a wife, a mother, and just a woman in general. So if this sounds right up your alley, I want you to just go below and you can just click the Book Now button. It will take you to my schedule and you'll see if there's a time in there that jives with both your schedule and my schedule, because I know that we're all busy. And then there's an automatic link to go and pay. So once that happens and you book your date, you pay for it, we're going to go forward. You're going to be getting a ton of intake forms. Sorry, not a ton. You're going to be getting some intake forms so that I can have a little bit of a backstory so that we can make the most of our 90 minutes together. So if this is something that's up your alley, please consider booking one. If you're not going to take that first step for help, I know what it feels like to be struggling and to be so afraid, and that you're failing as a mother and failing as a person, that you can't juggle all of these things that are on your plate. You are not Superwoman. No one is meant to juggle all of the things that we as moms nowadays have to juggle. And so I am here to help you. There are people here to help you. You don't need to do it alone. So I really hope that you consider booking a Fresh Start session with myself, Ashley Srokosz, registered holistic nutritionist. Take a gander around my website and see what other free guides, free resources that I have for you to help giving yourself some sanity in your life on a daily basis. So I will see you soon. Thanks so much. Ciao.